Hi guys, welcome to Ancestor Says, and I'm gonna tell you right now, it is a messy Tuesday. So we're gonna call it Messy Tuesday, okay? Okay. Copyright that at 11:12 a.m. on July 1st, 2026. And I know other people use confirmation, use it, but I don't care. Everybody learns and gets something off of another person. The only problem is when you utilize something that you see somebody else do and you try to make it seem like that person's copying you. But hey, whatever flips your boat, sugar plum. I have a bunch of channel messages, and we're gonna start here. I'm gonna give y'all some confirmations first. Somebody drives a black Acura. It's an SUV. Somebody has a gold Infinity truck. Okay. Somebody has a cat that is in heat. It's white with black like paws or like a black dot on his face or something like that. Somebody drives a white van. You could be seeing the angel sync numbers 999-777-666-888. Okay. Somebody's grandma is a spiritual practitioner. They utilize her for spell work. She has a hunch in her back. That might be a confirmation for somebody. And somebody's been trying to block somebody's spiritual eye. And you're under judgment for that. The person that is getting their grandma, but their grandma know better as well. Not to be disrespectful, but I'm channeling you what I'm getting. Your grandma's gonna be under judgment. If you're watching grandma, you're gonna be under judgment, and you're gonna have your backfire will be you having issues with your eyesight, and you're not going to be able to stop it. You're not going to be able to reverse it or anything, and that is from God. Slowly, straight from God. He's tired. And whoever this is for that is a divine feminine, you will know, because when you come across this grandma, she's going to have a white patch over her left eye from her going to the doctor and getting her eyes checked, because she's going to start having problems with her vision. That would be confirmation for you for who the grandparent is that has been spiritually attacking you, and you've been being attacked before you even awakened. You might be saying the numbers 111, 12, 12, and 333, 444, for whoever that message is for. Whoever is the one that has been being spiritually attacked. And let me say my little spiel real quick. If you are new here, please go check out my disclosure video and my disclaimer video. My messages are for people that are already spiritually inclined. I do not debate, I do not respond, I do not do anything private. No private energy pools, no private readings, none of that sort. It's enough. Okay? These energy pools are timeless, so whenever you see them, they are for you. Okay? I will give you confirmations. I will pull confirmations for you. I channel the message, and then I confirm and verify what I'm channeling, so it gets to or confirms to for whoever it is needing to become. Somebody stutters, and this is a recent thing that they have started doing. It's because you've been doing shut up spells on people. Because it's something you did that you're trying to make people be quiet about. But I know what it is. I'm not going to say it right now. But you've been doing shut up spells on people, which is going to have you curse when they stutter. Somebody's going to start talking with a lisp tongue. That's for somebody. That's your judgment. It's going to be your judgment. And that is not going to start and go away. And you know, sometimes when backlashes come, if it don't hit you, it hits your children. So y'all need to stop playing in that spell word. Stop playing in the candles. Somebody uses candles, somebody uses fire, somebody uses water, specifically. Okay? Stop playing in that spell word. Okay? Okay. But, to each his own. Somebody has 3 generations of evil-spirited kitchen witches. The grandma, the mom, and then the daughter. But you're all grown. The daughter's in her 20s. I don't know how old the mom is, but the grandma is, if she's between the ages of 80 and 100. Between those ages. But the mother is the one that started all this. Okay, let's go here. There's a stepmother that is a kitchen witch, and her husband had a baby with his side piece. He tried to hide, but the wife is a kitchen witch. So instead of her reprimanding her husband, they started attacking the child that was made out of wedlock, like she asked to be there. Your husband was cheating, and you felt some type of way, and this is for the stepmother, because your husband had feelings for the side piece and had a love child with the side piece. So you started first, you attacked the mother, and the mother did end up passing away. Then y'all gave the child up for adoption, sold her, trafficked her, whatever it is that you did when she was about 3 years old. Something of the sort. Okay? That happened. Y'all were doing spells on the girl since she was a child. Because periodically, I don't know what y'all were doing with her, because the energy is abundant. So I'm getting molestation, not just from the father, but I'm getting molestation from different people, because y'all been into energy and magic. And this is for my spiritually inclined. If you don't understand, you don't know what I'm talking about, then click off, because this is specific. Now, you were so butthurt about, you was doing spell work on the mother that passed away, and the father knew. He was too weak to speak up and defend her, which she was his twin flame. You're his karmic twin flame, but he stayed with you and married you. And the child that came of it is a chosen seed. Now, you had a child with your husband, and I think it's a son, so I think you got a daughter and a son, but the son is older than the daughter. The child out of wedlock is younger than the son. So you got a son, the child out of wedlock came, and you got a daughter. The daughter that you had last is evil spirited, just like you. This goes and ties into the insurance claim. The ones that stole the insurance money that the grandpa, in the land that the grandpa left for the child that was out of wedlock, because the grandpa was into magic and stuff too. So he knew that that child that was born out of wedlock was chosen, because the one that their father was dating outside of the relationship really was his twin flame. He was supposed to break generational curses by stepping up, speaking up and speaking out and just doing the right thing, but he didn't. He didn't. And when y'all sacrificed the mom with the spell work and all the stuff y'all were doing to her, she, you know, her daughter came in the place of, you know, finishing up what was started, because it was by default. It was magic. It's like, yeah. And he went along with it. So after that, you were so mad and down somebody so much about being a side piece, but then you get your daughter to insert herself into her half-sisters that the half-sister didn't know about her. But your daughter knew about the half-sister, because y'all been harassing her, stalking her, and keeping up with her whole life growing up from afar. You have so much hatred for this girl, when in reality it's misplaced emotions, because really the problem is your husband. And you using magic trying to force him to love you and stay with you. In reality, he still don't love you. He just with him tolerate you because y'all have built fortune. It's like y'all got money. And the mother that's with his father slept with like the father's brother or something along the way. So, or something along the way. That was her get back. Really, this mother is really in love with the brother that she's married to. And she think you are a pushover, and she can force you to do what she wants. Okay? Okay. So now let's get to this daughter. That they made up this plan so they can keep having access to this insurance money that was left to the illegitimate child. And I'm not even gonna call it illegitimate. I'm gonna say to the child outside the marriage, because ain't no kid accidentally born, conceived, made, or brought into this world. It's the two adults that made those choices. So for a grown woman to take their anger out on a child and took the anger out on the child since she was born is sick. It's sick. Crazy work and mental issues definitely is there, but not enough that you can't withstand trial, because you came up with this whole plot. And they also thought they were better because they are fair skinned or light skinned and some colorism in there, and the other child is dark skinned. Let's not forget that. They think they are those type of light skinned people. And not everybody's like this. I'm talking about somebody in particular. 666, you might be saying that too, that think they're better or more deserving of things because of their skin complexion. And on top of that, that's why they think that they thought that mind you, they made sure that the illegitimate child was in poverty and lack and all this other stuff growing up because of the curses and spells that they were putting on her literally as a child. But when the money was left to her, they didn't think she was deserving of it, even though she never did anything to them but be born. Nothing but be born. They didn't think she was deserving of it. However, she thought she was deserving on it, knowing that she was using spell work on a child. How are you deserving of what? Of what? Of what? Why? Why? Because you like them? Why? Why? What? Give us a different reason. You're under judgment. Your judgment's going to be harsh and you won't be able to get out of there. All the chaos magic, all the spells you put on them for them to forget what door. I don't know why you cannot see clearly that you messed up when you start attacking a child with spell work. On top of that, confirmation. You dislike somebody so much because they were a third party and all this stuff, but then you get your child to become a third party of her half-sister's relationship. And not only that, she becomes psycho and unhinged and obsessed with this man. For a while, she didn't tell this man that that's what was going on, but after she told him, he is just as guilty because he was with the shits too. He was all about money. He was willing to betray this girl that didn't know anything about it, knowing that she already had a hard knock life. But hey, some people know how to take accountability and some people don't. Now, at this point in time, it's two half-sisters that got kids by the same man, and one of them knew about it and it was plotted. It's a stepmother that hates this, and I use the word hate, and I think I don't like the word hate because it's a strong word, but this stepmom literally hates this child because her husband cheated. So she hates the child that came out of her husband cheating and been attacking her, and now she got her daughter being the third party. Mom, they used spell work and bribed him and convinced him to leave. Somebody got a burgundy Jeep truck with tinted windows and black tinted rims. Now he had a lot of curses on his bloodline because he was a chosen one. He was one of the 144. He was supposed to be breaking their curses on their bloodline as well. One of them was being lustful. One of them was like money, like praising money, praising sex, like stuff like that. Very, very lustful. So the daughter come in and she's a dancer. She sells herself. You can swim in her pool if you got. She is rich because obviously I'm not gonna. She was rich off of somebody else's dime. Her mom, and the dad, and the grandma. The grandma is of the daughter, of the stepmom, and of the child. The grandma is not connected to the illegitimate child. That grandma isn't the one that do spell work on her. That got a hunch in the back. And if she don't have a hunch in the back, she will be grown up. That's what I'm at. And her daughter went in to be a third party. But make it make sense? You are blatantly making everybody think that this other woman is so horrible because she slept with your husband and your husband got her pregnant, and you literally are attacking a girl using spell work, literally robbing her, scamming her, stealing the stuff that was left to her for you and yourself and your riches. Then you plot as she get older and she's being able to see, because through the court you had power of attorney because you had them thinking whatever and paying off a judge. That then when she started being seen, you plot to get your daughter to become a third party, you spell work, get pregnant, and all this other stuff to completely sabotage. And this has been years in the making. This about to blow up 6'11", you might be saying, in somebody's face. This plot is going to blow up, and it's already unraveling. It's here, it's now. This has been going on since, I'm hearing 2000, 2002, 2008. But recently, something happened where this man became like the power of attorney because of whatever the case is, or whatever happened that he had went into court. And mind you, he got kids by the lady, the other girl. And he was with the other girl for, I'm hearing, 10 years. He was with her for 10 years. They had a kid, established family, and a life, and he started going against her. He hit a lot of stuff. He acted like he never even had a tarot reader before. All along, his daddy and people on his bloodline are into divination. Divination is not anything that's bad. It's the person that utilizes it in that manner, which makes it what it is. Let's make sure we get that straight. So they all working against this girl because first of all, everybody had their own reason. He didn't want the girl to figure out that he was using spell work on him, that he had a whole nother family. He had like 6 kids outside of it, but she thought that he had no kids. She got 2 kids, and one was his, and she had one already. She thought she was having his first baby, and it might be his first baby, it might be his second baby, I don't know, but he got like 6 kids that he don't mention. On top of that, it's another secret that he has that he don't want people to know, which is that he slept around with a transsexual man. But however, what he don't know is he had magic on him to make him be open to that. So the woman that he married could record it and use it as blackmail. That purposely happened. She purposely got him in that state. That's why she was letting him be open, so that she could maneuver around the way she needed to get the evidence she needed to on him to blackmail him and make sure that she got him to marry her. When the magic started wearing off, she knew she was going to do something. That's why she got him into putting stuff up his nose. Maybe he was doing it before, I don't know, but I don't think the other one knew about that. That was like a no-go. That's why she pretended like she was so like, it's one of them people that pretend like, oh, I'm going over here to help feed the needy, hungry kids in Africa, and the whole time she's over there paying for spell work and trying to plot for somebody to get kidnapped. Not just her half-sister, but her half-sister children as well. She didn't just plot on the sister, she plotted on the kids, and she has kids herself by different men. One of them is by her sister's baby daddy that she used spell work to get him to marry her, but it's no free play. It's not. Y'all know, get what I'm saying. Somebody is going to have a bad ass starting part. Now these people are egotistic. They all about money, all about looks. Like, look what I got, name brand product, Gucci, ooh. But on the inside, they are. Somebody got a white F50 with black rims, for people that can see or sense spirits, because everybody got gifts. Everybody got different gifts, and sometimes that's where the mistakes come in at. Because some people feel like, for one, that they're the only people that's gifted, knowing that it's a bunch of gifted people. On top of plenty of gifted messengers and tarot readers, like there's a specific 144,000 people that has very special, particular, enhanced gifts that are not spoken of, which is why they are called the 144. That you will never be able to get your hands on, because it's very, very, very much so guarded. And furthermore, you feel like you know so much, and if your gifts was that one point, you would have been able to sense that that person was already awakened. When you were doing what you were doing, they were just following the guidance and obedience of their ancestors and God. So you can show your hand, which now we can speak on because you did. It's time. So that will have to make you second guess all the things you're doing. Because these ladies, it's like 3 women, and one of them is a transsexual. It's a mother that really is, and the girl, the stepdaughter, I mean not the stepdaughter, the daughter of the wife, does anything to impress her mom, which is one of the things that she was supposed to be learning, is to be able to stand up for herself and speak up against her mother and her evil ways after at some point. But she just got sucked into it, and she fell in love with the man that won't never meant to be hers. And another thing is, I'm led to say, is when you get stuff by magic, you still lost. You could never obtain the stuff that you have obtained on your own. When I mean success, your job, your finance, somebody printed out their diploma. Somebody ain't never graduated from the school that they got on their diploma on their wall that they bragged about. Oh, I graduated from Harvard. I graduated from Spelman. I graduated from it. But the diploma on their wall was printed. It's forged. It's made up. They did not. They did not. They didn't graduate. Just like they say they go to work at night and they are going to strip. Just like somebody tells, this is for more than one person, so take which part that resonates, but it is a collective handful of chosen folks that are coming out. I think it's like 4 men, 4 women, 8 in all, that has been getting crazily attacked. And it's like 2 to 3 cousins. And when I say cousins or cult, I don't necessarily mean it in a negative way, but it's a whole group of people that do stuff together. And they all do stuff understanding. It's like it's 2 of them that are not ashamed of who they are. Because I don't think everybody that do dark magic is bad. I don't. I think that the people that do it against people that are unawakened is pretty sad, pathetic, and that's when it's bad. When they do it to unjustly get their way. When people have made their whole life off of black magic, ain't nothing been earned, never get no shadow work, never get no healing. However, you call everybody else a fraud, you use magic on a large group of people, and you have stole your way through life, that's when it's bad. And all of you guys, you know, I'm speaking, y'all are under judgment, and the judgment you're under is based upon spirit and God and the archangels. It cannot be reversed or stopped. No practitioner is going to be able to stop this judgment. God has literally got his hand in this, and if you don't believe it, 411 on the clock, then that's on you. You're making it worse for yourself. It's a certain family that has, they don't even have, your ancestors are not even around. They utilize other people's ancestors. So they try to get connected to divine, masculine, or feminine, that they can utilize their ancestors. And these men, they know about spell work, but they don't do enough research themselves to know that they are the ones that are powerful 444 on the clock, which means protection. And these females are literally using magic on them and using their ancestors to protect them. That's why they want you, because you are their protection, because they have none, because they aren't in alignment and they are not chosen. They have gifts, they are witches by blood, but they are not chosen. And they prey on the ones that's chosen. And these men get so wrapped up in money, sex, and power that you throw away your whole future for it. And then some of you, and I'm doing this for somebody, some of the gentlemen know that this is what's going on, because you're not dumb. You got plenty of sense, but you think that you're going to push it to the time limit, and then you can come back, all right, let me do everything I want to do now, and I'm going to use magic on my divine feminine so I can make her sit here and settle here for when I'm ready. No, don't nobody want nobody that's been around the world, the track. You know, we got, it's like, I'm going to say 3. There's 3 divine masculines. They're fallen angels now, so they are not divine masculines. They have been replaced, but that are literally whores in the spiritual world. They literally like women that are spiritual, tarot readers, psychics, mediums. I don't care what kind of gift you got. As long as you got a gift, they love it, and they go for those type. They're whores in the spiritual world, and there's 3 of them. But they lost their wings. Just because you lose your wings out means you might not have to go magic, but your magic is not going to mean anything and everything. And y'all know that asking for forgiveness is cool, but you're still going to pay back your karmic debt. And if you know you've been running out here acting a fool, you know that rap sheet is long. And this is, somebody got a Camaro, a red Camaro. This group, like, one of these groups like to wear red. That's their color, red or white. Somebody wear all white. One of these groups, and one of these groups, red is like their thing. And I know one of these groups have orgies. They all sleep with each other. And in the midst of one of these groups, they have something that's going around. And the thing that's going around y'all group, the person that spread it to y'all, they knew they had it. Red F-150. And y'all be having red cars too. Some of y'all like to wear red. Red has a lot to do with this group. Y'all call yourselves a gang, but really y'all are a cult or a coven. The difference between a cult and a coven and a gang is like worldly. A cult or a coven, they are more spiritual. It's a spiritual group. A gang is 3D worldly group. Mind you, this group I'm talking about, they don't even want the world to know that they're into spirituality, because they condemn it. They say people, readers are this and that, but that's their life. Their whole life revolves around divination, but they get outside and they talk down on it, and they utilize God's name. Look, and y'all say I'm gonna go like this. To play in God's face. And then on top of it, somebody got a red Lexus SUV. To play in God's face, and on top of that, to try to trick his people in his name, utilizing his name to trick his people and turn people against his people that are like-minded as you, and you know they are deep down, but for your betterment and your own selfish gain, you go outside and do the opposite. Y'all done made God mad. And that's very hard to do. That is so hard to do. And the main person behind this is this couple. It's the stepmama that has she is like a green envious of hate. And I don't know what I'm getting about. Somebody did something horrific to somebody, and I think they got away with it. And some people in this group, like they work in the justice system. Somebody do real estate, somebody work in the justice system. I'm about to pull verifications in a second because I'm not even going to go past here. But again, y'all been praying and trying to tell God sorry. You always turn around and do the same thing. He heard you. He heard you. Don't think he didn't hear you just because he didn't answer you. He heard you. And another thing is, I know that it's one or two that I was like, oh, look what she said. She's being mean. I'm going to call judgment. I'm channeling for him. He knows what I'm saying because he's reading what I'm saying to you right now. So you can call it judgment all you want. But every card that you had is done. The cycle is closed, and now everybody's going to reap the seeds that they have sown, and the seeds that you have sown all these years. And some of these seeds y'all sown in the past life. And like I said, this is for my spiritual incline. Now this is for this group or coven in this insurance scheme, and this is some of the backstory to it. This is why it started. Because a man cheated and fell in love with the side piece, which was divinely led to happen because that was his twin flame, and he was supposed to be breaking some curses on that bloodline for the men. However, it went all the way to the right and y'all went too far to the left on this, I was going to say Starseed or chosen one since she was a child. Now that she is woken and she's awakened, and this is from God. This is the answer that you've been asking for. He forgive you, but you're going to pay for what you've done. Everyone included. Just as publicly as you and as harshly as you treated this child since they were a baby. And then for you to think that you were fooling him and playing in his face and manipulating people using his name, it's straight crazy though. He's not going to have mercy. He's made up his mind. And you can call judgment on me all you want, but this is from him and wasting your breath. And to make it worse, you're still trying to throw magic and do spell work and cook herbs and all that stuff. And after he's already told you to stop and stripped away your protection, because you were being protected by his divine masculine ancestors, but they're gone. They're not even protecting him anymore. Somebody's helping me. So the best advice for y'all too, and if you think that you are relevant to this message, and you will know if you are or not, because this is very deeply rooted in the spiritual world. So if you're not deeply rooted in there, this is definitely going to make sure I put that on this message, and I am going to be channeling more, and I didn't even want it to be this long. I like doing the shorter clips of just verifying and confirming. So I'm about to pull some cards, I'm only going to verify letters, zodiac sign, and I'm going to pull age, state, maybe employment, and then I'm done with this message. I'm going to cleanse my energy, and I'm going to get back into another one, because I don't really like the negative messages, but somebody has to do it. And if he says, hey, and I got this message 6:38 a.m. 666-333-888-999. I gave y'all the numbers. Did I tell you? 1212. But, yes. Hurry. Nobody did any of their shadow work. Nobody even started paying any of their karma back yet. Nobody cleared any of their ancestor curses up. You actually cursed your bloodline even more. And if you are of the bloodline of one of these chosen seeds, you curse your specific, like your kids, and their kids, and their kids on top of you, and if you are allowed to come back the next life. But some of y'all are not. I'm sorry to be a very bad news. Like I said, this is for my spiritually inclined folks only. Take a resonance and leave the rest behind. And let me verify some stuff. Somebody's mama should be ashamed of themselves for even sacrificing your own daughter like that. Like no free will without free play. Somebody's a Taurus. Okay, let's see. Can we, Holy Spirit of the light, can we get the signs of the people that are in this coven that this message is to confirm what they've been asking? We got a Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising, a Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Can we get some more of the signs of the people? A Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Alright, Holy Angel, Spirit. Okay. We have an Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising, a Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising, a Capricorn, and a Libra. So, Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising, Capricorn, Taurus, Aquarius, Sagittarius, Gemini, Virgo, and Aries. This is your sign that needs this confirmation. This is the person that you are attacking sign. This is the people that might be in this coven, or this is for y'all. This is the signs of the people that are in the coven. It don't have nothing to do with the people that were being attacked. Y'all might be seeing 911, 999, 411. These are the angel numbers y'all might be seeing. 1515. Look up again. They're telling y'all to look up the last 4 digits of your social security number. Y'all shouldn't have been playing in the divination in 2, 3, 4. So 2, 3, 4. Look at the last 4 digits of your social security number. 1515, 401, 999, and 911. I'm getting that y'all was playing in spell work, but didn't even take the time to really study your own birth chart. Like you study this other person's birth chart more than your own, because you are too far in your north node. I mean, the person you're attacking is too far in their north node to be affected. So just cut it out. Y'all are in your south node. These signs that come up did things that were completely self-serving to somebody that is humble. Y'all did a bunch of self-serving stuff to somebody that's humble. The energies that resonate with this is well known, and y'all are currently having court problems. You have legal matters in court, and this came up again. Self-serving, soft node. That's what they're saying. Like, God heard you. He heard your prayers, but it's a no. Like, you're gonna pay your karma. Somebody's 33, somebody's 35, somebody's 53. Somebody has a 2-year-old. Alright, let's get this out. Somebody's 53, somebody has a 6-year-old. The 6-year-old is in reverse, so somebody might have a 6-year-old that passed away. If so, my condolences. But I'm getting that somebody sacrificed their child. Take it how it resonates, and if you did, that is disgusting. Somebody's 55, somebody has a 13-year-old. Yeah, your karma is going to be wild. Alright, these are backwards. Somebody's 57, somebody's 25, somebody's 35, somebody's 40, somebody's 36, somebody has a 3-year-old, somebody's 28, somebody has a 9-year-old, and somebody's 27. Take it how it resonates. You cannot turn back the hands of time. Because I'm hearing, if I could turn back the hands of time. Somebody's name has an R in it. Somebody's name is Kelly. Your last name might be Kelly. Your first name might be Kelly. I'm getting more so your last name is Kelly. Somebody got an L in their name, first, middle, or last initial. An I, first, middle, or last initial. A G, first, middle, or last initial. Male played in magic. Okay, so this is the same as the male that caused. This male caused this person that got a G in their name a miscarriage. It was purposely done, the miscarriage. Somebody drives a drop-top white Camaro or a Mustang, a newer version. Somebody got a burgundy SUV. This male did magic to make this person have a miscarriage. They also made up rumors, and they're only sorry because they got caught. They have a lot of hidden truths. Somebody did false reports to ZPS. See why I'm hearing the name Yolanda. I got a D, first name, last name, confirmation on Yolanda. Somebody, okay, they're saying shuffle. Somebody stole somebody's identity. I'm getting that somebody got pulled over and used somebody else's, they made a fake ID and was committing crimes, like got pulled over, that they were transporting drugs and some more, and when they did get caught, they used this person's identity, the one that they were stealing their insurance money from, they used their identity to, when they were getting in trouble. Somebody got an E, first, middle, or last initial. A T, first, middle, or last initial. An A, first, middle, or last initial. Somebody was using somebody else's identity. A S, first, middle, or last initial. A B, first, middle, or last initial. A J, first, middle, or last. A R, a O, a N, a M. I'm getting Nisha. Death of tangible things. So this person, Misha. Take it how it resonates. I hear somebody say, "Is that money?" Yeah. It's a plenty of Mishas in this world, but I hit dog with Holly. Somebody, that's the person that was doing the scamming. And then we got somebody poisoned food. I'm hearing Kevin. We got a K. Well, the person that was closest to this divine feminine is the one that was putting the poison and stuff in the food, but it was provided to him by somebody. I'm hearing Kevin is the one that gave him the poison, gave the idea of the poison, but somebody was poisoning somebody's food and drinks. That's why they were so shocked. After they started seeing that this case was getting unraveled confirmation, they tried to poison this divine feminine. They tried to get her kidnapped, not just her and her kids. They weren't just targeting the divine feminine, they were targeting her kids. And all of this was for money. Somebody sacrificed one of their kids as well. It was a drowning or something that happened. I'm gonna pull out, I'm gonna get the date of that. Alright, so let's see what states we got. These energy pools are collective energy pools, so take what resonates to you and leave the rest behind. If you know this is not your story, then please don't get all offended. Somebody's from Pennsylvania. Don't get all in your bag. The people that this story is for, they know it's their story. They know what they did. It's just, this is just a confirmation to their prayers. They've been asking for forgiveness. They've been repenting. Great, cool, great. Somebody is from New Jersey or went to New Jersey, Illinois, or from there, lived there, from there, traveled there. Somebody in Virginia. Y'all, I'm getting... Somebody got a black Charger. I'm getting somebody lives in Virginia. Pennsylvania, again, this is the person's state that they were attacking, and the person's state that they hired, like they were going to different practitioners, and also the state where the members of these covens reside. Somebody hides behind a church. Somebody's literally a preacher, maybe a well-known preacher. Somebody's in the music industry. Again, somebody's an OnlyFans type of person. I got New Mexico, but I know somebody's like Puerto Rican. They're half Mexican, Puerto Rican and white, or Puerto Rican and black, something of the sort. Somebody, Tennessee, New York, Georgia, or there's some land in Georgia, or one of the Carolinas, South Carolina. They even got the divine masculine strand in it, but they were already with the shits too. West Virginia, take it how it resonates. It's either you, a person in this coven, or one of the, and somebody went out the country, and again, when I gotta make those, I gotta do that. I gotta make my guitars for out of the country. Somebody smoked cigarettes, a lot of cigarettes, they've been chain smoking. Washington, that's why you've been having chest pains. Somebody drinks a lot. Somebody drinks so much, but they drink wine so it's hard to smell it on their breath. And when people ask them if they're drinking, they get really upset. But yes, they've been lying. Yes, they have been drinking. Very much so. Somebody does makeup. Fast food employee. Somebody is a clerk of a court. Somebody is a clerk of whatever court system that they have been paying the judge off at. Somebody is a customer service rep. This is the person that be playing on people's phone using different companies that they are working at a call center. They work at a call center that handles calls for multiple different corporations, and they utilize that to play on other people's phones. Somebody's a social worker. They also took a payment to file false charges against somebody's baby mama. And why would you think that it was okay? Why would you even put your child in that situation? And to a point where you have to pay somebody to file false charges to get custody of the child and go where? Over there with a bunch of drunks and drug addicts? Does that make sense? All for money though. Okay. Content creator and influencer. And if it doesn't fit, then don't let it stick. But a hit dog, go holler. A landlord or a real estate agent has something to do with this, or they was coerced and brought into this. They were paid. OnlyFans or exotic film, meaning you do porn. I'm hearing amateur porn on OnlyFans. Somebody's a food deliverer. I'm hearing Grubhub. Somebody, lawn care, a bank employee that was paid off. I'm getting that somebody literally went inside the bank using somebody else's ID to cash one of these checks. And a bank employee, they knew the employee. Somebody does hair or cut hair, one or the other. Somebody has somebody's connected to a teacher, which they gave them. Somebody called their teacher that they're connected to and asked them how to go about filing these fake charges, what they should say to make them look better in court, so they can win custody of a child that they're not deserving of. The child is fine. Like, what the hell? Somebody is a spiritual worker. I have 3 people in here, or maybe 4 that are tarot readers, and then I have 4 spiritual practitioners that these people use. They just went to another one, and the spell work you just sent is going to backfire, just to let you know. City or county employee, whatever state you're located. I'm gonna hurry up and finish this because I've been in here for way longer than I wanted to. Confirmation. A lawyer or a paralegal. This is a probate lawyer that was supposed to be distributing. They were hand in hand with the court. They were supposed to be the ones giving the insurance payments, because the people that stole the money, for one, was already well off, and for 2, they got money too. They had got something out of the insurance plan. They just did not want that child that was outside of that immediate family, the marriage, to get any, so they took it. Somebody's a street pharmacist. The street pharmacist is the baby daddy between the 2 sisters. And mind you, this whole time, this sister did not know anything about nothing. She didn't even know that she knew she was adopted, but she didn't know it went that deep. Somebody works for a well-known business or company. A spiritual practitioner, like I said. Somebody's a corrupt law enforcement. They was even paying off the cop. I'm getting either the man was sleeping with the cop and he's another man, or the woman was sleeping with the cop. They all were sleeping with somebody. Everybody's sleeping there with each other. I'm getting also that this half-sister was going to the doctor under the name of her sister, and she was coming up with diseases because she fell her body and trying to register to the doctor. Confirmation. Somebody might be saying feathers. She was going to the doctor under her sister's name, trying to make it seem like the sister was the one catching these STDs, but really it was her, and she already had something in her blood. Y'all gotta go get checked with y'all nasty tails. I'm sorry, and that's your ancestors, not me. Somebody got a black on their cord. They're well known, and they sit out here and act like they are librarians, and they sit in front of the church like they are so God-bearing people. And the worst thing you can do is do these diabolical, evil things and then try to hide behind God's name. Somebody's a counselor, somebody's a politician, and I was getting that. Somebody's a school bus driver, not just a regular bus driver. Somebody has a restaurant. Somebody, look, corrupt judge, cannot make it up. Corrupt judge. Somebody works for social media, which is how they've been trying to see. Then they'll get in hot this person's page. They'll go report which happens to me too. They'll go report their content so that they can be shadow banned. But make me understand why you got to do all that if that person is all that you told the court that she was, a stay-at-home mom or wife. This girl did all that just because she wanted to be kept. But if you are all that in the bag of chips, like you displayed to the world you are, you wouldn't have to even pay for a bit of spell work. You would have just been looked at, your aura would have been automatically deserving of being kept, and he would have just did it, but you forced him. So, whatever. Government employee, nobody's scared of y'all just because y'all like to play in magic. Nobody's scared of that. Somebody's a truck driver. Somebody's daddy is a truck driver that he got into it. But the daddy of this divine masculine never liked the female because he was into divination, and that female already picked up on it. She told that boy, yo, something ain't right with your daddy, and he ain't listen. Somebody's a preacher. Somebody's an author. I'm getting that the author is transgender. They had a post office worker working for him. I'm getting that they were stealing the mail. They were stealing this girl mail. That's so she would not get any court papers. That's why this person, and then they opened up a P.O. box. Somebody going to jail. Makeup artist. Even if you say sorry, it doesn't matter. Whatever time y'all get, y'all deserve it. You deserve every piece of karma that you're getting. And I'm going to sit here and I'm calling judgment on everybody that has something that had something to do with this. Everybody that was paid off, I call judgment on you. Everybody that accepted a bribe, I call judgment on you. Even the people that I don't know, that I'm not picking up or don't know about this energy, whatever. God's seen, oh baby, a corrupt law enforcement. How the hell? I'm getting that you was a corrupt police officer stalking somebody and mad because how you mad because you got fired? Did that person, you should be mad at the people that was bribing you. Be mad at yourself that you took the bribe. You cannot be mad at the person that you got in trouble for invading their privacy, that she didn't even know that you was stalking her, and you mad at her. And again, somebody well known. I'm getting that this couple is well known. Look what it say. You reap the seeds at harvest time that you plant. And I'm going to leave it at that note. Actually, I'm going to get a few descriptions and then I'm going to get out of this energy. Somebody's stinky. I'm getting halitosis. A woman got halitosis breath. So a woman, her breath stink and your underarms stink too because you don't take a shower every day. You used to keep yourself up, and after you got that man to marry you, because y'all went and got married in Vegas. Y'all went on a trip. Y'all got confirmation. Y'all got married in Vegas on a whim. After that, you stop combing your hair. You don't take a shower every day. You sleep with more than one man. Like, you sell your body. Let's be real. You are a high-paid escort that likes to wear a lot of makeup. You are using glamour magic. You small with a beer belly. You're alcoholic and you pretend like you're not, but you are. You drink every day, every single day. You with small eyes, you small frames, you little. A female younger than your partner. Somebody with light eye color. It can be brown, hazel, blue, or green, but it's light. I'm getting that you went and brought you some contacts like the girl that you be copying. You are literally obsessed. Somebody is a pothead, but they don't smoke weed. That's the man that's older than his partner. You can't make this stuff come out so like chronic. Yeah, somebody smoke weed. The man is older than the female. And you seen how this just came out? Like this, the female, the younger, and then it says woman, younger, man, older. Now, somebody was doing cards or doing stuff and acting like they speak in the spirit. And let me say this, if you playing with a Ouija board, how the heck do you think? And you got a voodoo doll. How do you ain't got a voodoo doll of this and put this girl picture on there? And somebody that's short with thin lips. Your cheeks are sinking in. You got a voodoo doll on this girl. You are crazy. Oh Lord, somebody got a mohawk, a male with a mohawk and shaved sides. The side of his hair is shaved. It's another male in this energy that got a bald head. Somebody got a tongue ring. It's a male with a tongue ring in this energy. Okay, somebody got a double chin. Somebody got a receding hairline. That's why you shaved your head bald, because your hairline was receding. With a wrinkled forehead. You don't got to go like this with your forehead, just stay wrinkled all the time. It's a female energy that's very physically abusive. This couple is always fighting. Literally, she called the police on him with chinky eyes and a wide nose. Somebody got an open relationship. This man and this woman, they sleep with other people together, but this woman got an STD. Somebody got BV. I forgot what you even call that, because like I said, I just heard of that when I started doing readings, and somebody got something in their bloodstream. Heavy drug addict. Y'all, somebody like to put stuff in their nose, smoke weed. Somebody pop Adderall, somebody pop Percocets, and they're a known drama queen. Somebody got a big forehead that point out. That means your forehead point out like your nose. Somebody got some chubby cheeks. That's the person that got the double chin. Somebody's open bisexual, and I'm getting that it's a female. And this female was trying to get this male to get the girl to come, knowing that's her half sister. She wanted to sleep with her half sister. That's for somebody. Face piercing. Somebody got piercings on their face other than their ears. Somebody got the piercings where their dimples at. They got the dimple piercing. You know how you got them piercings right there that look like dimples? I actually like that. Somebody got waves with a low cut. Somebody is chunky, got chunky cheeks, but you've been very unkept since that man put a ring on it. But hey, somebody is middle-aged. Somebody is well-known. Ancestors say you are a tyrant and you need to sit your ass down because you smell like cooked fish. That's from sleeping around with all them people, girl. Be scared of going to the doctor. The doctor is your friend. Somebody smell like cooked fish. They got a long nose and they're a baby hair fanatic. Somebody slick them baby hairs down, boy. Whoop. Just looking at them now, okay? But I hear that they look alright though. They just a little long. You know how you do the baby hair and it looks like it's a little too long. Like, yeah. You have the opportunity to just do the right thing and you didn't. So this backfire is going to be a mother effer. Somebody got a mental illness, but you will not be able to utilize your mental illness and your somebody's thin, and somebody got dreadlocks. Then dreadlocks. Somebody got a permanent gold in their mouth, and this is one of the parents, and somebody got light skin tone, and somebody got golds like friends. Somebody got a deep voice, a female with a deep voice. There's a masculine that's physically abusive as well, and very aggressive with shade. It's a female with a shade size like a mohawk. I'm getting that these men got more than one woman. And even though they let you sleep with other women, they still get jealous of them. They open up the door, let you sleep with other women, then they spiritually attack these other women too. Somebody's very aggressive with medium or long feet and got hair all over. They're very hairy. They heavy. My baby over there laughing, but my baby is fully aware of spirituality. I teach her because I know y'all like to creep up in people's dreams, but she ready. Funky feet. Somebody got some funky feet. It's not athlete's feet. Your feet just goddamn stinking. You trapped in a closet like R. Kelly. You need to go ahead and tell the truth. Somebody is very bashful with big eyes and a confirmation and a diamond shaped face. Somebody got small chest and some droopy or hooded eyes with a crooked smile. And I'm gonna leave it off at that. Actually, I don't want to leave it off negative, but all I'm gonna say is there is no coming back from what you did. Like, and I have something different for y'all today. I'm gonna close my eyes and just shake out a few. I've added names to this jar. I haven't used this jar in a while, and I'm just gonna get a couple of it. It's a police officer. I got police. Somebody 61. It says energy being grid on spouse. So somebody is the spouse of somebody, and it's a police officer that. And I got the age 61. I got a desk clerk. I got somebody named Nisha. I got somebody named Rosa. I got somebody named Portia. I have somebody that's 64. I have a business owner. I have Aaron, a female with the name of Aaron. I have a Stephen or Stefan. I have somebody 93. I have somebody named Emmanuel. I have a truck driver. I have a 3-year-old and a 92-year-old. Or something about the year 1992. Let's get a few more. Okay. I have somebody fam slept with partner. Okay, so somebody fam, okay, we established that earlier. I got 62, 64. I got a dark witch. So a dark, one of these names is the name of the dark witch. I got somebody named Jake. I have somebody named Wesley. I have somebody that is 44, and that says energy read on year of birth. So somebody energy that's being read on, and I got female, was born in one of these years, and I can say it's either 92, somebody's a sergeant. Somebody was either born in 92, 93, 71. I got somebody named Patrick. I have somebody named Hector. I have somebody named Stanley, Randy, or Dominique. Dominique can be a female or a male. Well, Dominique is a female because I see female out here and I see Dominique. All right, so Stanley, Randy, Hector, Patrick, Emmanuel, Jake, Aaron, and it's a female named Aaron, Portia, Nisha, Rosa, Stephen, Wesley. Somebody's a truck driver, somebody's a police officer, somebody's a business owner, somebody's a desk clerk. They're the clerk of the courthouse. Somebody's name is Nisha. All right, I have 61, 62, 64, 44, 1971, 1992, 1993. Somebody got a 3-year-old with one of these names by the sister that they slept with. Yeah. Somebody baby daddy got a sister, got a baby by their family member. It's either a sister or a cousin. The baby is 3, and their name is up here. Take it how it resonates. I'm gonna leave it at that. So I hope you got your confirmation. No, it's not an easy pill to swallow, but however, I'm hearing that y'all was laughing and funny and when it was going on. Y'all went on shopping sprees and y'all were doing it up and didn't give that person not one piece of their own money while you put them in poverty. You did a spell over them to make them go in poverty and being black, and you laughed in their face and thought it was funny. So just know that the backfire is going to be just as harsh. It cannot be stopped. It's divinely led. The backfire is divinely led. God is literally the one that's orchestrating your punishment. You cannot run from it. He hear you, he forgive you, but you cannot, somebody got a blue Ford Focus or some type of blue Chevy, or they like to wear the favorite color blue. But you cannot run from your backfire. It is inevitable, so just be ready. And as I always say, bye!